Namaskar friends. Today this one will be the last of the series under the heading Man's Love of Life versus his Fear of Death. From next day, we will change the subject. This one, I will tell a little different story. I will tell the story of a soldier, an officer in the army. The background is Napoleonic War against Russia. The novel is War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy, one of the greatest novels on earth. Prince Andrei and his adjutant companion, they are just moving in the battlefield. Suddenly, a shell fell not very far from the two. Immediately, the adjutant fell down, lay prostrate, and asked Prince Andrew to similarly lie prostrate, lest before the shell burst out, it goes up and will not harm them. For a moment, Prince Andrew was reluctant to be so cowardly, but he lay down and marked how the shell was moving like a top between him and the adjutant. That looked awful. And he said to himself, "No, I shall not die. I love life. I love the earth and love the air." After some time, Prince Andrew was mortally wounded. He was lying in bed. At that time, it seemed to him that the life he had seen, or the life for which he had fought, and the state of condition for which he was fighting, simply phantasms in the name of life. Fantasy, not the real life. Under severe pain, because he was so mortally wounded, he felt the heaviness of mind and pain in the chest, and realized what must have been the condition of those who died after getting similar pains. Everything he forgot. Moscow, nationalism, Russia, everything. Life assumed so precious for him. He thought he loved life. Friends, we all know this, how mankind is greatly indebted to soldiery. Every soldier who starts from home to join the army is prepared to die. That is the difference between a common man and a potential soldier. But even during war and in the battlefield, if he escapes, if he faces a situation that is likely to kill him, and he suddenly escapes, he is bound to feel gratified that he has survived. I would like to quote here a very important passage from Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment, in the mouth of Raskolnikov, the main character who has committed the crime. Raskolnikov is telling his girl companion, "Some years past, I remember I have read somewhere that if a criminal condemned to death because of a serious crime he has committed, an hour before his death, is given an option that he would stand alone in the midst of a sea, in a very narrow lake, keeping one foot on a space as long as you desire, and the ship will be storm swept, violent winds, tempest. Still then, to the criminal who has to go to die, that will be preferable to instant death. God, this is man. He wants to live like this. Life and life. Man must live, must live. This makes man a vile creature. And vile is he who says man is vile for this tenacity for life. And with this last small story, we would close this chapter. Daddy had gone to market. The marketplace was some 2 miles from home. Daddy did not always go to market. It was a weekly market. He goes to market only before festive occasions. Anyway, he returned towards evening, keeping the 2 bags full of goods in one place. He went for a wash-up. When he came back, he found that his 3 daughters, beloved daughters, were crying. Because what has happened? The 3 daughters have searched the bags and had not got what they wanted. So on coming back, Daddy said, "Why are you crying?" They feared their dad. But they gathered courage to say, "Daddy, the first Raja festival is just 10 days ahead. Where is sari for us?" Those days grown-up girls used saris, not any other dress. Daddy said, "Oh, this thing. On the first of the Raja festival, you must wear new saris. Your brother will go and fetch the same for you. Don't worry." The matter was closed there. Daddy passed away the same night, and the final obsequies fell on the first of the festival. In our tradition, death rituals override every festivity, every other festivity. And on the 10th day, all relatives wear new sari, new dress, and offer libation of sesame and water to the departed soul. Friends, what is this? We all know some persons develop such premonition for other persons closely related to them. That is premonition of one for another. Even first person sometimes say, "I will not live more. My days are numbered." But death uttering itself in the mouth of the person, it is to die. It is something unique. I have never come across any such learning, subject, study or discussion in anywhere, in any book like this. I will definitely try to give an explanation of this while I will speak on life. I will solicit your blessing and inspiration to enable me to do that. Thanking you.